Okay, we want to report out, so just finish up your last thought, take about 30 seconds. And we want we would like each team to kind of report out what you came up with. You can pick out one or two, or if you can talk fast, you can go through the list. But we just kind of want to see, we suspect that some of you will have some similar action steps, but then there may be some other action steps that maybe other people didn't think about. So, who would like to go first? You?
So, some things we have is
Could you stand up and hold your, oh, I know. You don't like to do that.
So, we thought of creating like an emotional chart, so he can point to it or show his feelings by pictures.
We had that too.
Did you? Who else had that in here?
We said cards.
Okay, good.
It says he likes to listen to music, so that helps calm him, but it didn't say he had the music device and headphones, so we thought, provide him, make sure he has the right tools to do that.
Okay, did anybody else have? Okay, good.
Make sure, the iPad is easily accessible with the apps. It says he likes to play games and do stuff on the iPad, so make sure he can do that easily.
Okay,
Make sure to involve the grandparents. They're aware of the different things that the family created, so they can provide the care continuously,
Okay.
so it doesn't interrupt his schedule when they're with the grandparents.
okay.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Did anybody have anything different or just go maybe in a different direction?
We said to keep like a journal, to track like what happened prior to where he had to go call himself. Is this happening every Friday at 4 o'clock? Maybe is there a Billy in town that likes to bully,
Okay.
So where you could work around that.
Right, that's good. That's actually one of the suggestions that we talk about in Wraparound is just trying to track to see patterns, looking for those patterns.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
We talked about how all of the providers need to be on the same page. And if there's an area, like in school, he's progressing, use the wraparound facilitators as mediators to make sure everyone's using the same technology.
Just make sure everybody's brought to the table and.
That's good. Yeah.
But we kind of also went through the direction of, obviously this isn't telling us like if he's verbal, nonverbal. I mean, we're kind of guessing he's nonverbal. But making sure the family has the resources of like, if there isn't a diagnosis of anything going on, how they can, work to get that. That way then they can look at services, whether it be for early intervention or the board of ED, so that they have those resources to go that route to help with any services they could need.
That's exactly it. Does anybody have anything else they want to add?
Were there areas that you found difficult working together or things that you found made it easier?
I think we all sort of had come from different experiences and roles, and so each of us had a little bit something different to contribute to the idea or the plan, the activities.
And I think that that's one of the beauties of Wraparound. Not only do you look at the strengths or take the strengths from the family, but you want to look at the strengths that your team members have, your natural supports, and bringing everybody to the table to get a different perspective. I think that that's one of the positives of utilizing Wraparound. So yes.
I really enjoyed how your program, like the whole entire page is strengths.
Yes.
So a lot of times with other services, you might find like disability, behaviors, suspension, and it seems like you guys really focus on strength-based families. So
One of the things as facilitators that we're kind of taught to do is even to look at the areas where the young person is struggling and see if there's strengths within that. Because even an outburst, a big, huge, major meltdown can really be telling us something important. And so we talk about reframing behaviors into the positive, so that we can utilize those strengths.
Any other questions or comments? Yes.
What age kids do you serve?
0 to 24.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
So most of the time,
we don't get a lot of little ones.
yeah, most of the time, 0 to 3 is gonna go, if they have a disability, they're gonna go to Help Me Grow Early Intervention. But we do serve families that are in Help Me Grow Early Intervention as well. They can be in both. It's not exclusionary.
Good question. Hopefully, they've been able to transition into the adult world and whatever, if they've got mental health needs, then they've moved into the adult mental health system. If they have developmental needs, they're still plugged in with the Board of Developmental Disabilities.
And then that is also something that you could look at when you are doing wraparound. If you know someone is getting ready to age out, and then you look to bring, those people who you have missing at the table to make that transition a little bit easier. And that's the same with if you have little ones, bring in Help Me Grow so that they can be a part of the team, to help kind of transition, so.
What's your average age?
Early teens, probably.
You probably don't have a lot in their 20s, do you, by then?
No.
After the age of 18, because
I've had a few where they've transitioned up into being their own guardian.
Right.
Yes.
And then it's totally up to them as to whether they continue wraparound, and the
Correct.
meetings cannot happen without the young person being there, so it
It's
does
a little,
shift.
it shifts a lot, yes.
How do people get referred into your program?
We have brochures over here for you to pick up, and we have referral packets that are online, or they are also available here at the ESC.
They can self-refer, they can
Yeah.
be referred by an agency, so
Court order.
lots of different
Or
ways. They can
sometimes
be-
they're court
Sometimes
ordered.
they're court ordered.
It's a voluntary service in the court order.
It is.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna cut you off because we have Alicia here to talk about CCI. So if you
So
have
thank
any
you.
other questions.
I need to collect.
We're gonna collect our strengths back up.